There's loads of little hoverflies just bobbing about. And sometimes when you put your hand out, they'll come and say hello. Lovely little curious things. Oh, you're beautiful. Usually yellow and black stripes aren't a good sign, but these big guys, totally harmless. Just curious little creatures. Right. I think it's time to go and get some firewood. I see this here. It's a little deer track. Deer, when it's in soft ground, tend to open up their hoofs a little bit. Lovely. I'll keep my open for you. So that looks pretty fresh. Lovely place to be a little wild deer. This is what I'm looking for. It's a good size. Looks like it's been down for a while. Not too punky. A bit's rotten through, but most of this actually is perfect. Look at that, bone dry. Ideal. So it's just a case of dragging this all the way back to camp along there. This is going to be fun. Okay. Oh, that was a push. Oh. Well worth it. Ooh, these midges are getting there. Well, that all took much longer than anticipated. When I got down to the river, there was that unmistakable smell of death, that gassy, bloated sheep smell. And all the banks here are really steep, so I decided to climb up and go much further upstream, and as a result it's taken a while to get my water. Right, that looks good. Not quite. There we go. Right, get the feather sticks on that. And have a fire. think I can feel rain. Yeah, I think I can feel rain coming on. That's perfect timing. Okay, let's get this set up rapid. Yep, yep, that is rain. Right, there we go. I have my poncho set up and that should deal with most of the rain. I'm also going to have my other poncho wrapped around me like a bivvy, and I'm pretty sure the rain's going to be coming from that kind of direction. So as long as I'm nice and snug in here, I should have a good night. Oh wow, that is something else. Oof. I'll let you sit for a minute. Oh yes. Is there anything better? There's nothing better than that. That right there is happiness. Aye, life's good. Something about the caveman cooking style that just, it's hard to describe. Well, it is indeed absolutely starting to keek it down. On the plus side, I've got some nice fresh rainwater. Thank you very much. Oh, perfect. For rainwater, that's got a lot of stuff in it. It's quite turbid. You see these little shiny particles in it, which I'm not the biggest fan of, to be honest. Right, my 2 wool blankets, poncho wrapped around me, and a poncho above me, and I'm in a tree. Which is definitely doing a good job of keeping me dry. There's a few wee drips here and there in the poncho, but yeah, I can live with that. That's fine. This is definitely one of the more simple setups, but so far it's actually done a really good job. Keep me really nice and dry in here. Oh, sounds of that. Well, this is my wee spot for last night. It done really well until I woke up about 4 in the morning. Well, the rain has picked up somewhat, and my nice little cosy spot has a leak. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it's pretty much soaked everything. So at one point there was water dripping down here and splashing all this. There's water dripping down here and splashing all this. And there was one really bad drip right above where my head was, right there. That was just non-stop drip, 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 drip. And everything got soaking. You can see how wet that is. Folded it in half, and I basically tucked myself up into a ball, and that actually did the trick. So even though all my gear last night got totally soaking, I still got a good 5-6 hours sleep after that. And the main reason for that, wool will hold the heat even when it's damp. If I was wearing a synthetic sleeping bag last night, that would not have been the case. It would have been cold, it would have clung to me, I would have had a very, very long and uncomfortable night. The top blanket is just basic military, 60% wool, very, very thick. And the blanket underneath is 100% Scottish wool from Skye. And that held the heat really well. I had my feet sticking out in the rain with my boots on, and my legs got a bit wet, but I wrapped myself up, my core stayed warm, and that's why I woke up, I feel good, I got a good sleep, and I'm not ill. This is the rainwater I collected last night, and I'm not a fan of how that looks. Rainwater should not really be that colour. I'm guessing, because it's not rained for a while, that it's a lot of dust and debris up on the trees. It's just made its way down. So I'm going to head down to the river, get myself some water, come back up, get a fire in a go, and yeah, have a coffee, and get into some archery. Well, this is quite a average Scottish summer. Roasting hot one minute, raining the next. But it's fun. I was very impressed with how the wool blankets kept me warm last night. I have had nights with purely synthetic gear, and when it gets wet, it gets cold and wet. And last night I actually got some decent sleep. And yeah, I don't hold it against Scotland for having a wet climate, because after all, it's what makes all of this so lush and beautiful. It'd be nice if it was a bit more predictable. I feel like, especially over the last couple of years, the climate has shifted into a less predictable pattern. I used to work up north with some old boys, and they would always talk about how you could always tell when the beginning of summer, beginning of spring, beginning of winter, beginning of autumn, because it was predictable. You knew what you're going to get pretty much. But everything changes, everything is provisional. I was hoping to get a bit more shooting done, but it's just dropped temperature. The clouds have just come over thick and the wind has changed direction. So I feel like rain is on its way. And I've just got all my gear dry and hanging up. As I was saying earlier on, with a wet climate, what can you do?